Welcome back, deep divers. Today we are going on a mission.
Ooh, a mission.
Yes, a mission. A mission to tackle those cellar spiders.
Oh, I love
I
this.
know, right? Cellar spiders, those leggy critters that love to hang out in California homes. We're going to figure out how to evict them.
All right.
But, before we declare war,
Yeah.
we need to know our enemy, right?
Absolutely.
So, to help us understand these spiders, I've got an expert here with me today.
Well, thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. So let's jump right in. Why are these spiders so attracted to California homes?
So, California homes offer cellar spiders something they absolutely love,
What's that?
a humid and dark environment.
Okay, so my basement
Yeah,
definitely qualifies.
for
But
sure.
why dampness? What's the fascination?
Well, if you think about it, where cellar spiders like to live, caves, forests.
Right, right.
All those places are naturally humid.
Okay.
Their bodies are adapted to thrive in those conditions.
So it's not just like they just happen to like it.
Yeah.
It's really like a key to their survival.
Exactly. It's linked to their evolutionary history.
That's pretty cool. But knowing that doesn't make them any less creepy.
Right, I understand that.
Do they bite?
So, cellar spiders pose no threat to humans.
Okay.
They're not aggressive, and their venom is way too weak to actually cause us any harm.
That's good. That's good.
But, I understand if you still want to keep them out of your house.
Yeah, I'm not really looking to make friends with them.
Sure.
Just, keep them out of my space. So, where do we start with that? What's the first step?
Well, you need to go in and remove all those webs and egg sacs that you can find.
Right. Get the vacuum out.
Exactly. Think of it like, you're disrupting their home base.
Okay.
A broom or a vacuum cleaner works really well for that.
And gloves?
Yes, always wear gloves. Safety first.
Safety first. Okay. So, let's say I'm seeing webs indoors.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean I have a bigger problem?
It could.
Like a whole bunch more spiders I just don't see?
Yeah, it might be a sign of a bigger infestation.
Oh, great.
So, you see a few spiders, it's like seeing a few scouts.
Oh.
There's a whole army out there.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So it sounds like we need to seal up the house and, make it spider-proof. How do we do that?
Sealing entry points is crucial.
Okay.
Your house is like a fortress,
Right.
but it has all these tiny gaps and cracks that spiders can use to get inside.
And those spiders are tiny.
Right. So you got to use caulk and weather stripping.
Those are our weapons.
Exactly. And you have to focus on common weak points,
Mm-hmm.
cracks in walls, crevices around door frames,
Mm-hmm.
and don't forget about attic vents.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
And make it a habit to check those seals
Okay.
regularly. You don't want them sneaking back in.
I feel like we are getting somewhere now. We've locked the doors, so now what? How do we make the inside of our house less attractive?
Well, we've talked about how much cellar spiders love humidity.
Right.
So moisture control is key.
Okay. Makes sense.
So if you have a damp basement, think about getting a dehumidifier to create a drier environment.
All right.
Also, fix leaky pipes because even a drip
Yeah.
can attract spiders.
It's like their own little oasis.
Exactly. And don't forget about ventilation.
Right.
Use those exhaust fans in bathrooms and kitchens after you use them.
It all helps.
Yeah, it disrupts their perfect little habitat.
Okay, so we're disrupting their habitat. Anything else we should be thinking about? Environmentally, I mean?
Well, think about what else thrives alongside spiders in those damp environments.
Oh.
Mold and mildew.
Not a good combo.
Right. And those things attract insects.
Which attracts spiders.
Exactly. So keeping your house clean and well-maintained.
It's all connected?
Yes, it can actually deter spiders.
So being clean keeps the spiders away.
That's right.
All right, I can get behind that. What about outside? Is there anything we can do outside the house to keep the spiders away?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
You see, cellar spiders are attracted to lights. Yeah, lights that attract their prey.
Oh, so the moths and the flies
Exactly.
and the spiders follow.
That's right.
So all those lights we have outside to, make things look nice.
Yeah.
We're just inviting the spiders in.
It's like a welcome sign for spiders.
Oh, no. Okay, so what can we do?
You can reduce exterior lighting.
Just turn off all the lights?
Well, especially near entry points.
Okay.
That can make a big difference.
All right, so what about motion-activated lights?
Those are a good option.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they only turn on when they need to.
Right, right.
You could also switch to lower impact bulbs.
Okay.
Or even those yellow bug lights.
Oh, yeah.
They're less attractive to insects.
And if the insects aren't there, the spiders won't come.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's great for prevention, but what if I want to be more proactive?
Yeah.
I want to fight back.
Ah.
Are there any natural repellents I can use?
There are some surprisingly effective DIY options.
Ooh, tell me.
So spiders have really sensitive senses, and there are things that we can use to deter them, like strong scents,
Okay.
peppermint oil, or vinegar.
Peppermint. Really?
Yeah, they work really well as spider deterrents.
Wow, I use peppermint oil to relax.
It's true, but spiders hate it.
Fascinating. Okay, so how does that work?
Well, spiders rely a lot on their sense of smell.
Oh,
So strong scents can just really disorient them or completely repel them.
so it's like a sensory overload.
Right.
Okay, so how do we use this?
Just mix a few drops with water in a spray bottle
Okay.
and spray it anywhere you've seen spiders.
Easy enough. Are there any other natural repellents?
There's another one that might surprise you.
What's that?
Chestnuts.
Chestnuts. What?
I know, right?
Okay, tell me more.
They contain a chemical compound that spiders hate.
Wow.
So if you place a few chestnuts,
Around the house.
yeah, in areas where you've seen spiders, it can keep them away.
So I can use chestnuts to repel spiders.
It sounds unusual,
It does.
but it really works.
All right, I'm going to try it. I love a good DIY experiment,
You do?
especially when it means I get to outsmart those creepy crawlies.
Exactly.
I'm ready to declare victory in this spider war.
Yes.
Yeah.
It really is amazing how many natural remedies there are out there
Right.
for pest control.
Yeah. And they really work. But sometimes I feel like the spiders are winning.
I get that.
It's like they're having these tiny little spider meetings and
Right.
plotting ways to get around my defenses.
It's true. They are very adaptable creatures.
Yeah.
Spiders have been around for a really long time.
Millions of years.
Exactly. So they've had a lot of time to figure out how to survive.
So they're like master survivalists.
Pretty much.
Yep.
But even the smartest spider
Yeah.
can't outsmart a well-informed homeowner.
Okay. That makes me feel a little better.
Right.
So let's say I've tried all the things we talked about, sealing cracks, controlling the moisture, all those natural repellents, and they're still coming back.
Yeah.
Is that when I call in the professionals?
There's absolutely no shame in calling in some backup,
Really?
especially when you're trying to protect your home.
Okay.
Pest control services, they have specialized knowledge and tools
Yeah.
that can really help.
So they're like the spider whisperers?
Kind of, yeah. They really understand spider tactics.
Okay.
And what's great is they don't just treat the symptoms.
Right.
They're going to figure out what the root cause of the infestation is.
So they're going to do some investigating.
Exactly. They'll inspect your whole house,
Okay.
find those hidden entry points that you missed,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll create a plan
Oh, okay.
based on the type of spider and, how bad the infestation is.
So it's like a custom plan,
Pretty much.
like a spider detective.
That's a great way to put it.
So what about, before we call in the pros, are there any other proactive steps we can take?
Absolutely. Remember we talked about those spider hideouts?
Yeah, like the basements and the attics.
Yes, exactly.
And the closets.
You need to check those places regularly.
For signs of spiders.
Yeah, think of it as like routine surveillance.
Okay, I can do that.
It's all about knowing where the enemy is.
What am I looking for exactly?
Well, keep an eye out for cobwebs, obviously,
Right.
but also look for any spider droppings.
Oh, what do those look like?
Tiny black specks.
Okay.
Check behind furniture, in dark corners, and any place that doesn't get a lot of activity.
Got it. Check all the creepy places.
Exactly. The sooner you find them,
Yeah.
the sooner you can do something about
What
it.
about clutter?
Oh, clutter's like a spider paradise.
Oh, no.
It gives them tons of places to hide,
Yeah, that's true.
and it makes them really hard to find.
Okay, so we're decluttering.
Yes, decluttering makes a huge difference.
Okay,
A tidy space is not appealing to spiders.
good to know. Okay, so we've covered the inside. What about the outside?
A tidy yard can help.
Okay, so more decluttering.
Yeah, you want to trim overgrown bushes and trees.
Right, right.
Think of it as eliminating spider highways.
Spider highways.
Yeah, that lead right to your home.
Oh, I get it.
You're creating like a buffer zone.
Between my house and the spiders.
Exactly.
Okay, what about screens?
Oh, screens are really important.
Yeah.
They're your first line of defense against all kinds of pests.
Including spiders?
Yes, make sure they're in good condition and fit tightly. Even a small gap can be an entry point for a spider.
They're tiny, I know.
We've talked a lot about practical stuff, but I wanted to circle back to the daddy long legs thing.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
It's interesting, right?
It is. There's two creatures that get called daddy longlegs.
Right, cellar spiders.
Yeah.
And then the harvestmen, which aren't spiders.
I know, confusing.
It is, and they look so similar.
I know. They both have those super long legs.
Right, so how did that happen?
Yeah, why do they look so much alike?
It's called convergent evolution.
Ooh, fancy.
I know, right? It's when two species evolve similar traits
Okay.
because they're adapting to similar environments.
So even though cellar spiders and harvestmen are totally different,
Right.
they both developed those long legs because it helped them survive.
That's exactly right. So in the case of cellar spiders,
Mm-hmm.
those long legs help them navigate their webs.
Okay.
They can spread their weight evenly, move quickly.
Right.
And for the harvestmen,
Yeah, they don't spin webs, though.
no, they don't, but their long legs still help them get around.
Okay.
Imagine them as tiny tightrope walkers. They're moving through all the leaves and stuff, using their legs to sense vibrations.
That's a cool image.
Right. And avoid predators.
So both of them are using those legs to survive.
Exactly. Just in different ways.
It's amazing how that works. Similar environments can lead to similar traits.
Yeah, it really is, even if the creatures are completely unrelated.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing.
Right.
So let's clear this up for our listeners.
Huh.
Cellar spiders, also called daddy long-leg spiders, are real spiders
Right.
with 8 legs and 2 body segments, and they can make webs. Harvestmen, they're arachnids, but not spiders.
Yes.
They also have 8 legs, but 1 body segment, and they don't make webs.
That's a great summary.
So the next time you see a daddy long legs,
Yeah.
take a good look and see what you've got.
I love that.
Knowing the difference can make all the difference.
Absolutely. And remember, even though cellar spiders can be annoying,
Right.
they do play an important role in the ecosystem.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, they're natural pest controllers.
So they're doing us a favor. We should thank them.
Exactly.
Like kicking them out of our house.
Yeah,
It's complicated.
it is.
But I'm starting to see why you find these creatures so fascinating.
They really are fascinating once you get to know them.
We've learned so much.
Yeah, it's been fun.
It has been fun.
Really interesting to dive deep into the cellar spider world.
I know. And I have to say,
Yeah,
I'm looking at these spiders a little differently.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I've gone from you get out of my house to, okay, you're kind of cool, but still get out of my house.
Exactly. A healthy respect.
Yes. A healthy respect for our 8-legged friends.
That's the goal.
Yeah, so one of the big takeaways for me today is that
Yeah.
cellar spiders, they're not out to get us.
Right.
They're just trying to live their best spider lives.
They are.
And they actually do us a favor
I know, right?
by eating other bugs.
It's true.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah.
So we don't have to go crazy trying to get rid of them.
Yeah.
We've got all those tools in our spider-proofing toolkit.
Right. Those simple everyday strategies.
Like sealing up those cracks.
Yeah. Caulking and weather stripping.
Controlling moisture.
So important.
And using those natural repellents.
Peppermint oil, chestnuts, vinegar.
Right. We've got a lot of options.
We do.
It feels good to know we can actually do something about it.
Yeah. I think that's really important.
Instead of just feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly.
And if all else fails,
Mm-hmm.
we can call in the professionals.
Yep. The spider experts.
They can help us out.
They got the big guns.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about what we do know about cellar spiders. But I'm curious, is there anything you still don't know?
That's a great question.
As an expert.
You know what gets me every time?
Yeah.
Is how strong spider silk is.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible.
I know. It's stronger than steel.
Wow, and so flexible, too.
I know. Scientists are still trying to figure it out.
How do they do it?
Right.
It makes those messy webs seem a little less messy.
A little more impressive.
Right. All that power in those tiny strands.
Yeah, those tiny creatures.
Amazing.
And who knows what else we'll learn about them.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot more to discover.
There is. So much we don't know.
Yeah, imagine all the cool things we might find out about spiders in the future.
Right. Maybe they'll lead to some big innovations.
I bet they will.
Maybe new ways to control pests.
Right. Or even new materials.
Spider silk, it's got so much potential.
Absolutely. Though, on that note of spider wonder, and with a newfound respect for our 8-legged neighbors, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive on cellar spiders.
It's been a pleasure.
It really has. And to our listeners,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us on this adventure.
Yes. Thanks for listening.
Remember, knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
And understanding cellar spiders is the first step to, living with them peacefully.
A peaceful coexistence.
Right. And if things get out of hand,
Yeah.
remember those simple DIY strategies
Exactly.
or call in the pros.
You've got options.
So until next time,
Yeah.
Keep exploring, keep learning,
Stay curious.
and keep those spiders,
At bay. Yeah.
yes, out of your home.